Okay, 2.8. Proportions with story problems. Piece of cake. All of these use this formula up in the right-hand corner. Percent over 100 equals piece over whole. Now, you may have worked back in grade school. Percentage over 100 equals part to whole. Piece and part, I don't care which one you use. All right, let's do some examples. Martin saves $63 each week. If he saves 15% of his wages, how much does he earn per week? Okay, now, is this 63 going to represent part or whole? Part. So the percentage is easy, it's right there. So I have 15% over 100 equals my part or piece, 63, and they want us to know the whole or is paid per week. Cross, multiply, and solve. 15 times x equals 63 times 100. Actually, all I have to do is add 2 zeros. Divide both sides by the coefficient 15. And I get x equals, uh-oh. 6,300 divided by 15.
I'm going to guess 83.
420. Uh-oh, man, what a number. Or $420, right?
Wish I could make that kind of money.
Wish I could make that kind of money.
No, I'm talking about in a day.
I wish I could make that kind of money in a week. Bless you. Okay, how about number 3? Stuart wants to gain 15 pounds. This is 12% of his present weight. How much does Stuart weigh now? Well, that's my whole. He wants to gain 15 pounds, so that's part of his weight. 12% over 100. Cross multiply and solve. 12x equals 1520. 1,500 divided by 12. And I get 125. All right, pretty easy. Now that's when they're giving us the percentage. Let's look at a different one. How about number 7? Maria mailed a questionnaire to 200 people. Only 95 questionnaires were returned. So a total of 200, so that's my whole. 95 is going to be my part or piece. And they want to know the percent, so my x is the percent over 100 equals my piece or part over whole. Cross multiply and solve. See, 200 times x, 200x equals 95 times 100, 2 zeros. Divide by x, divide by the coefficient 200, so x equals, see, goes in there 47.5. Thank you. Easy peasy, right? Okay, 8 through 11, they're giving you some hints how to solve these. Number 8, Betty bought a camera at a 20% reduction sale. If she paid $18 for it, what was the regular price? So the 18 is only part of the regular price. What percent of the total price did you pay for the camera? Now, if there was a 20% reduction, what was the, how much percentage of the price did she pay? If there was a 20% reduction. 100% minus 20%. Thank you. 80%. So, quiet down, guys. 80 divided by 100 equals 18 was part, and we're trying to find out the regular price. Hey, quiet down, guys. Sebastian, get out of my room.
Wait, Mr. D, did you know her mom's gonna bring me pickles?
So 80 times X equals 18 times 100, just add 2 zeros. Divide both sides by the coefficient 80. So X equals 22.5. Or $22.50. All right, number 11. Shh. Sebastian, get out. Leave. The Sluggerville baseball team won 32 games. Their percent of games lost was 20%. Find the number of games the team played. So how many, what's the percent of the games that they won? 80%. So 80% of 100 equals, let's see, they won 32. We want to find out how many total number of games. That's my X. $80 times X equals 32 times 100. Just add 2 zeros. This one's kind of easy. They won 40 games. All right, a couple more example problems. Page 2 is a puzzle. And you know how to do A through F. They're simple proportional problems, right? Okay, let's look at G. Tom's red bicycle travels 50 feet for every 3 pedal turns. Now, you know you're going to have a proportion here, right? So you're going to have a fraction equal a fraction. So I have 50 feet and 3 for every 3 pedal turns. Now, I told you guys back a while back that the easiest way to do this is to put your labels first. So there's feet and there's pedal turns. Okay? Just to keep things organized. How many pedal turns, so we're looking for how many pedal turns are needed to travel a mile or 5,280 feet. We got to keep it feet. 5,280 feet. Use your handy dandy calculator. See, 5,280 times 3. So I got 50 times x equals 3 times 5,280 was 15,840. I'm going to divide both sides by the coefficient 50. So x is going to equal, divide by 50. 316.8, and they want us to round it out to the whole number. So it's going to be 317. So you go to your little word over here, look for 317. Here it is right here. Let's see, that was G. So for where the G is, I'm going to put the word into. And that, my friends, is how you do the puzzle. Okay, next concept is the percent of change. Pretty easy. Almost the same formula. The percent of change is the difference between the two numbers over the original number. Number 1. Stop, you delinquents. 74 is increased to 111. So I need to find the difference. 111. Difference is just the, I'm going to subtract. Subtract 74. I get 37. My original, I start with 74. So the percent of change equals the difference of the numbers, which is 37, divided by the original number, which is 74. This time, they want us to find the decimal. So 37 divided by 74 gives me 0.5, and it's to the nearest tenth. So I'm done. How about number 8? 13 is decreased to 11.8, so the difference, 13 subtract 11.8, the difference, 1.2. The percent of change is going to equal the difference, which is 1.2, over the original. My original is 13. Put it in your handy dandy calculators. 1.2 divided by 13. And they want us to round it up to the, or round it to the nearest 10. 0.1. Pardon me? All right, couple of word problems. The Valdez family bought a piece of property for $12,000. So there's my original price. 3 years later, they sold it for $10,680. So my difference is going to be 12,000. Subtract 10,680. And I get 1320. So my percent of change is going to equal the difference, 1320, over my original price, 12,000. Put that in your handy dandy calculators. And I get 0.11, and the percent, well, to change that to a percent, just move the decimal over. 0.11 is fine, I'll take it. If you really want to put the percentage, that's fine too.